Greetings to each and every one of you. Thank you for stopping by again. I'm making a recording because some of you have asked me, you've reached out and said, how can I really communicate with my students' teachers? What can I do on my end? And so I just have a few suggestions. Of course, this is not an all exhaustive list, but it's just a few of the things that you can do to effectively communicate with your child's teachers. The first one is be warm. Listen, we as educators have a lot on our plate, and so it really won't hurt if we receive a nice phone call, sometimes a nice communication, just being friendly and warm when we reach out to our students' teachers. Another thing is to be positive. In order for us to really have effective communication between parents and teachers, it begins with positivity. So we as educators learn to always start with something kind, something positive to say. It would behoove you to do the same thing. Start with something positive. Another thing that you can do to help effectively build the communication is to foster a sense of trust. Make sure that the parent can trust you. Make sure that they understand that you essentially are there for their student. And that's why we're here. We're here for our students. Another thing, parents, and I've said this before, I say it all the time, communicate often. Don't wait until, we started here, we're in Metro Atlanta. We started school, most of us last week and this week, first week of August. Don't wait until December 15th when the semester's over to reach out and communicate with your student's teacher. Reach out at least once a week. Just, hi, I'm checking in to see how Marcia is doing. Just wanted to know if there's anything I can do at home to support her education and also to support you. So communicate often. Figure out what works, what line of communication works best for you and the teacher. Okay. For some parents, the best way to reach them is through email. For some parents, it's an actual phone call. Many people have set up Remind, and so that's another way to communicate. But just try to figure out what's the best way to reach the parents. Okay. The other thing, teachers, this is for teachers. Make sure that the parents understand that they are a valuable part of their child's education. They might not be in the classroom with you teaching them every day, but they are still a valuable part of how their student learns, what their student learns, and how their student approaches education in general. Remember, we have to set that tone so that they know, yes, we want you here. We want to see you learn. We love it when you have aha moments. So make the parent feel valuable. Another thing is to acknowledge their involvement as parents. Let them know, hey, I appreciate that you are involved with Marcia's education. It makes a difference. I'm telling you, it makes it easier to teach the student when you do these things. Another, for both parents and teachers, ask questions and listen. Sometimes we just have to stop and listen, because that's frequently what each party wants, is to be heard. So make sure you're stopping, you're asking questions, and you're listening. And then finally, for today's tips, I gave more than I thought, but that's okay. For today's tips, don't make assumptions. Don't say because the parent didn't come to an event or didn't respond right away that they don't care. Or vice versa. Don't say that the teacher doesn't care because they didn't answer your email within 5 minutes. Don't make assumptions. We have to make sure that we are giving each other some grace. This is a very busy time of the year. Nobody wants to feel like they're not valued, respected, accepted. So do what you can. And these are just a few things. Like I said, this is not an all exhaustive list, but it is a list of some of the things that you can do as you effectively build a relationship with your students' teachers. All right, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you and we are here for you. If you have extra questions, please feel free to reach out and we'll do what we can to answer those questions in a timely manner. Take care.